Hello, Valtopia. Hey, honey, this is Val. I'm Val Cripps. I'm an energy guide. I'm a mindset mentor. I work with high-level leaders to bust through limitations we have to using our gifts. And when I'm speaking about gifts, I'm speaking about the energy that's lit up inside of you that comes from outside of you, from the cosmos. Not from other people, not from other things, but from your very own life source that floods through you when you connect into it. And when you come to me, when my clients come to me, it's because they feel streaming through them the brilliance of their own life force and the energy. And what happens to my clients is that it's so powerful and so magical that we need support to bring it through. So this is who I'm talking to today. Welcome if you're here. Say hello. Let me know if you're watching the playback. Let me know if you're watching live or the replay. And today I want to talk to you very closely and deeply. I love to bring up my notes and make sure that I'm hitting all the points. Here's who I want to talk to today. I want to talk to you. You have a business. You are a leader. You work with your clients. You have a very powerful strategy and foundation in your business, and you've already been helping others and serving, and you're growing. And here's what's happening. Your own gifts are coming through, and you've invested in spiritual training. You've even invested to learn new modalities to help you address all aspects of the service you provide, from business to however it is that you work with your people. Your gift is expanding right now. It's just coming through you. And what's happening is you've been looking to outside sources to guide you with your gift. You've been maybe learning other people's modalities. Maybe you've taken some certifications, and that's gotten you to a certain point. But you're feeling frustrated because you have natural knowing and gifts, and you're almost afraid to use them. You're afraid to use them because you're not quite sure if you're going to do it right. You don't want to hurt anybody or do it wrong. And the modalities that you've learned and you're using from other people get you so far, and then you have your own instinct, and you want to find a way to just let it stream through you. That's what you know naturally and inherently. And the work that you've done with other people or up until now has only gotten you so far, and you're wondering, how do I do this? How do I be myself and let what's just coming through me naturally? Where's the book on that? Or who teaches me how to do that? I want to work with those of you who have such a magical, powerful gift coming through you that you really need someone to guide you through to the mastery level with it. You want to understand your own energy, other people's energy, and you want to understand how to master. It's almost like Elsa. I want you to think of yourself like Elsa, and you know, from Disney. And you have this electricity that just comes through you. It comes through your hands, it comes through your beingness. And what happens to my clients that come through to me, and those of you that I'm speaking to today that are going to connect in with this message, is that you too feel like Elsa. You have this magical gift coming through you. And just like Elsa, when you first use it, it's such a powerful surge that you almost feel like you're going to hurt somebody with it. And so you hold back on sharing it. You hold back and you try these other people's modalities. You try these other methods. And what you want to do is just be in such a state of embodiment for yourself and trust that it just comes through you and you feel that level of mastery. I want you, if you're watching this and you resonate with, say, that's me. How do I master this energy and frequency that comes through me in a way that allows, a lot of times when my clients come to me, they're already doing healing and they feel tired and drained after their healing session, for example. You shouldn't feel tired and drained after your healing session when you get to the level of mastery where it's just instantaneous healing and connection. And we get to do that in the work. A lot of the times, the reason you feel drained and tired is because you're actually way more plugged into other people's energy and them into you than it needs to be. So there's a lot of subtle, we do grounding, we do energetic awareness, we do a lot of different techniques, and really just the beingness in my container allows you the space to not only see where your boundaries and how you're managing your energy that doesn't work for you, but also opens up your awareness and your gift so much that it becomes so much more clear how you are to implement your own natural set of gifts. When they're just a little bit and you're using someone else's modality, you're going to get frustrated because you're almost suppressing your natural abilities and relying on something that worked for someone else that isn't aligned to you. And let me know if this resonates for you. Let me pull this up on the over here so I can make sure I'm not missing any comments. And feel free to share this if this resonates for you. Feel free to ask questions. And I really, here's what I love seeing with my clients when they activate their gifts and learn how to recalibrate to a higher level of implementing them daily. That's basically the work that we do. What happens is, first of all, they feel better and more empowered and confident and certain in the level of ability that they already had. And then what happens is the ripple effect of their gift just goes out to their clients, and their clients begin to open up their gifts as well. And so that uncertainty and that sense of disconnection you have when you begin, where you are outside of yourself and you are relying on other people's methods and you're doubting your own and not following your own, that's definitely going to cause a sense of separation from yourself and disconnection. So the level of awareness that we come into, hey Keisha, and the clearing of all the attachments and resonances you had with programs, beliefs, boundaries, systems, structures that weren't for you, all that gets cleared away, which creates a level of simplicity and connection to the truth of your gift. So for example, Keisha's one of my clients now, and she's incredibly gifted with seeing and knowing. And she's been able to implement that into her already boss system of money, adjusting our mind and being to higher and higher levels of prosperity for ourselves. All of us have stories and ideas around that. And being able to just open up to your gifts and say what's coming through without being afraid opens you up to the connection that your clients were called to work with you in the first place. And this is something that when you first come to me, you will be feeling that awareness of your gift, and you will be feeling that level of it coming in more. But after we do the work together, it's just that much more clear and open, and it becomes so much more apparent where you haven't been tapping into it, and things become more easy because you're tapping into what's already information. You spend a lot more time suppressing what you know than when you clear and activate. You're actually just letting the energy come and radiate through you, and it just speeds things up. So the person that I'm talking to has these gifts, wants to implement them more deeply, has taken certifications and lessons to address the spiritual gift or ability, and doesn't feel like you're doing it right, or you don't feel like it's opening up the way you imagined it would, and you want a space, you want them to be, not only do you want your gift to be activated and opened up more so that it's just way more apparent and natural for you, and you want to release all the fear, the guilt, and the shame you have around being yourself, and you want to learn how to master it. It's like Elsa, you want to be able to experiment with your electricity coming out of your hands and see what happens in a safe space, in a place where you will be guided. You want to understand your own energy versus other people's energy. That's a huge part of the work that we do together, because most of you, when you come to me, don't know how to fully ground. You don't know how to fully bring your own life source into your body. You probably don't have a fully master level energy, master level self-care routine and energy awareness. And you don't have the space to experiment with your gift in order to learn what it is and how it works and what to do. And that's what we do together. Hi, Desma, welcome. Welcome to our stream. And I'm working with leaders. I'm working with highly gifted leaders who want to be activated so that your presence, when we clone your presence, which means when you begin to go on video and share yourself, this has a huge ripple effect. And so you taking the time to invest in your own deepest awareness, your own level of mastery of yourself and your gift and your energy, your own level of activation, how high you've activated your DNA to be able to choose higher level programs and inspiration from yourself. These are all the steps that my clients take to make more money, to reach and work with higher level clients, and to enjoy their lives. And the reason they weren't enjoying their lives before is because there was this disconnect between them and their self, their gift, and how to implement and integrate it into every aspect of their life, so that their goals of making more money and being more impactful and connecting with more of their people become an absolute instant reality, instead of a someday goal that feels out of reach and you're spending all this time and energy addressing the doubts and the guilt and the shame, instead of addressing your beautiful gift and implementing it and expanding it and opening it up and sharing it and working with it. How many coaches out there are going to spend time with you day to day for weeks, recalibrating with you your energy levels, your awareness, your ability to share and implement your natural gift, to move and shift energy, to understand quantum timelines and the ability of your own depth to create instantly what you desire. These are all powerful skills that the leaders of today are stepping into and then activating their clients and their communities with. And this is who I want to work with. This is who I am working with. And I want to pull up my little title here to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, and a big thing about those of you who are aligned to this message today, you've worked so hard, you've been through a lot, and you are used to working hard. And one of the major things happening with my magically gifted dreamers is that, hi Jen, is that somewhere inside of you, it's an unconscious belief and beliefs that say you can't have it all, that you aren't worthy of what's coming through you, and that someone or some people are going to get hurt if you be yourself. So really, the work that we do is about feeling safe in truly expanding into who you are and manifesting what you've been guided to ask for. I feel we're all born with a mission and a purpose, and that these desires we have are our blueprint guiding us to our soul mission and our soul vision. And this work that we do together so deeply and intimately and deeply, day to day, massively changes how you see yourself, how you be yourself, and you know, the people that I work with are so caring and so deep and so deeply magical that it takes a special level of focus for you to release your allegiance to people-pleasing and perfectionism and putting others before yourself. This is a lot of the work that we do. Even though you're leaders and you've stepped up in leadership and made thousands of dollars and guided others to powerful things, we're still addressing your inner child, your past life resonances that on an unconscious level play up in your body and your nervous system and your beingness to limit you. And it's a great shame, because those of you that come to me are some of the most kind-hearted, powerful, gifted oracles, messengers, alchemists, shift makers. And I want to work with you because your magic runs deep, and I get it. And here's the thing. Once we overcome this guilt and this shame and this lack of self-confidence and open our hearts up in trust after we've been hurt and we've kind of shut things down, once we open that up, that magic can fully activate in such a powerful way, and you won't be activated until you have found your sense of own authority and leadership of yourself. Universe won't let that power stream through you until you've decided you are worthy of owning and running it. And that is what we do together. We let the stream flow through you. And it's not something where you experience the bliss and then you're left, wondering if you're ever going to feel that again. We feel it and we feel it and we feel it, and then I stop helping you feel it and you start feeling it on your own, and by the time we're done with our first experience together, you know how to come into that alignment again and again. The work that we do is to keep reaching deeper within ourselves to embody more fully the magic of who we truly are. And so those of you that are watching this, connecting with me, I want you to know your intuition is guiding you to me because you want to be activated and you want to activate your people. What does it mean to be activated? It means that every cell of your being is lit up with connection to your own divine truth of being, to your soul right knowing that guides you and has always guided you, and that's guiding you to me right now. That soul right knowing throughout each and every cell in your body, fiber, being is what allows you to feel the truth of yourself and to connect in with the depth of who you are, rather than the ego surface level you that says you got to be like everybody else, and what's the point of you anyway? Well, the point of you is that nobody has what you have and what you're bringing through. So this message is for you and future you message, and said, own it and bring it now. So back in and believe in yourself. Trust that you do know what's coming through you, and know that you can have a huge successful business, be running, and you can shift into new gear. You can take a pause and invest in yourself. You can have a pause in your business for a week or 2 weeks, and on the other side of it, the ROI is insane, because you weren't willing to take that time to calm yourself down before, because you weren't willing to trust that there was a lot more expansion when you did slow down and experience some pleasure and reconnection to the truths of your desires. When you take some time to up the standards and boundaries that you've had for yourself, and really look around at some things that you've been letting slide. These are all the kind of things that we do when we get activated and you come into service. And I'm looking forward to activating my next leader. Thank you so much for joining me today. What I want to do right now is pull a couple cards for the day, and then I'll be back on in a few days. I'm going to be doing live stream every few days. I love it. Why am I wanted? Why am I wanted? We have that expression, what is it? What is wanting me? What I want wants me, or something. But essentially, hi Amanda. So much of almost all of this work comes from examining what's inside of us. And I know for myself, having been through a lot of control and trauma and situations in my life where I wasn't allowed to think for myself generally, knowing what I wanted and feeling good about it, and understanding that I'm wanted too because I'm allowed to want what I want, all of that work is such a fundamental part of coming into using and implementing and being your gifts. It's amazing how much our own trust of self, hey Allison, and ability to know our worthiness affects how much the cosmic stream will come through you. That is what it's about. Ooh, I love it that the next card is, why can I live in luxury? Why can I live in luxury? So, I think I'm going to pull a Soulful Woman card today as the message of this stream. And, the work that I'm doing with my clients is very intimate. We are on the Voxer throughout the day. I know whatever you share with me, and we work through the ups and downs of it all. And hi, Allison, I miss you. It's good to see you. And, for me, I was scared to get intimate with my coaches in the beginning. I had never really had anybody sit down and take time to hear and get deep with me. And, if you've been running and busy and achieving and perfecting, and it can be intimidating to get in close with someone and to really go there. And I love that about this work. I love getting deep and witnessing the boss bitch leader that you are, and that you come into when you do release allegiances to these stories and perceptions and things that aren't true. So look at this. I love it. The power of self-talk. When my self-talk is kinder, I am empowered in my capacity to pursue my dreams and believe in myself. Well, yes. And fearless self-love. Whenever I choose to love myself, no matter the circumstances surrounding me, I am practicing fearlessness. So that's the message today. Watch your self-talk, and the power of fearless self-love is about honoring the vessel that you are, that houses the divine spirit that comes through you, that is life. You are life. And the life that comes through you is dependent on how much you nourish and love yourself. So you are so worthy of everything that comes through you and the beingness that is you. And own your frequency, supernova. There's nobody like you. I know, aren't those great cards? So perfect, so perfect. So that's the message today. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next stream. You can join us in my free group, Valtopia. And you can check me out on Valtopia on Instagram. You can like my business page. You can go check out my website, valtopia.com. There is a guided meditation that you can download there. And I look forward to seeing you on the next stream.